It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll get to see the Eagles' Offensive Player of the Year. He's coming off a week where he lit up the defense and the stat sheets. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and our home team. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. Their offense is... With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football. And that might carry them a long way.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 61 yards that time on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Bush got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bush. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Holding offense.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And they're going to get this down about the 17-yard line here. Back to throw. Bush. And he's going to go down. Back to the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but then...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lockdown. The numbers. There he goes. 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss swing.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Bush. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing again, Bush. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at the 36-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster.
Touchdown! Quez Watkins, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this is... explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And the Washington offense heading out. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw on 2nd down, Bush. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive in the ball game. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Eagles. Jamison Williams, 78 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they're firmly in control of this game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, with the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Bush. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get... Loss of 11. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one past the 4. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action with Hurts. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And it's caught. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office, the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Now they send a man in motion right. Henry is into the end zone for the Eagle touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bush. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Robinson up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Bush, and that's incomplete.
That's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw again. Bush into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only do they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the route is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Room here to run. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Here he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jordan Brooks. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Eagles football first and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for the Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Washington going to go on offense now, late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Bush. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
For this deep. And playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've got a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He dumps it off for Henry. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Chris Watkins. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Throwing to start the drive. Bush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They down off the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bush. Under pressure, they got him again. And Downer just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bush. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line, but there they are. dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Houston's offense taking over again. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Eagles just continue to roll. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw on 2nd down, Bush. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. It's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bush. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Quaz Watkins, 70 yards. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On second down, a run with Gibson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave, pulling him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they always say one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Turner. So they have nothing on that play. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Nothing 19. Madden 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Panther 80.
Now flags come in here. Look like one of the Eagles might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Here's Griffin on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. There's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal from just outside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, He wants the old adage.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now here. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 1st down. Bush. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun. Bush. Throw caught by Raymond. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Washington on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Bush. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Ready?
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Hurts to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a... And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Hurts. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Bush firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down. Looking to throw. Bush. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Bush. And this is caught at the 8. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Lutz good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston set to take over. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe...
He's got a man, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking to throw on second down. Bush. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for first and 10. Operating from the gun. Bush. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. the first quarter, Charles, and never look back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They start...